It's good to see all of you here. Tonight's session is on keeping an open mind and an open heart. The intention is to sit with sense of openness. If you're feeling restless, or you're feeling impatient, or you're feeling upset about something, which is very normal, the invitation is to just keep an open mind and open heart about how you're feeling. The intention of mindfulness meditation is to be in the present moment with whatever that is arising. Tonight's purpose is to just sit with an open mind and an open heart. You can choose to sit, stand, or even lying down, or some of you maybe even want to stretch. As best as you can, maybe decide on a position you want to be at, standing or sitting. But of course, if you decide to change midway, it's also fine. So just incorporate it as part of the practice, just doing it mindfully. You don't have to see it as a break, but rather see it as a transition to another posture or position. And of course, you don't have to sit still like a statue. You can, just shift a bit. But before, you shift, just noticing the intention of wanting to shift and maybe exploring that with curiosity. Oh, I need to shift. Do I really need to shift? That's the invitation. Because sometimes we shift, we're just reacting to something, but actually we don't really have to move. The invitation is to just explore it with curiosity, whatever that's arising. And when I say curiosity, it really means just observing what happens. There's no need to go into the why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that. It's more like just observing what arises and how we respond to it. So without delaying, I would come to sit, but of course choose the posture that works for you. You can keep your eyes open, or maybe sitting facing about 90 degrees away from the laptop, maybe facing the window or facing something that looks pleasant in your room. Or you can just sit facing the screen. So it's really optional. Closing the eyes if you want to, and just softening the gaze. Starting with sensing the breath. Noticing how the body responds whenever it needs oxygen. Takes an in-breath. Maybe there's a pause. And then an out-breath. And maybe you're noticing a lot of thoughts coming through the mind. Thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about today's events, or maybe thinking about tomorrow's events. And perhaps saying, oh, the mind is wandering. Let me come back to this moment, just this moment, in the here and now. The primary intention is not to achieve calmness. The primary intention of tonight's practice is really to just observe. So it's possible you may not feel calm, and that's fine. All you have to do is just observe what arises with an open mind and an open heart. If impatience arises, then just noticing, impatience is here. And let me just stay with an open mind about it. So not judging myself for being impatient, not judging the impatience, not judging the quality of the practice, but just observing. Or maybe there's some pleasant feelings. You are feeling calm or at peace. Are you feeling restful? Then just observe and just savor the moment. It's okay to just sit here and do nothing, but just to observe. Now feeling the body. Using the body as the anchor, perhaps sensing gravity, noticing how the body can just stay seated. Effects of gravity. We almost take it for granted that gravity helps us stay grounded. So sensing the weight of the body, the solidness, sitting or standing or lying down. If you're sitting, then feeling the support of the chair or mat. You're standing, feeling the supports of the floor, the ground, or the bed that you're lying on the mat. And perhaps expressing gratitude for the support. And keeping an open mind, open heart. For feeling grateful for something that seems so small and insignificant. The chair, the mat, the bed. Or maybe there are thoughts judging about something, judging someone, judging yourself, judging an event that happened, judging the experience. Noticing, oh, I'm judging. And just keeping an open mind and open heart. So, okay, here, judgment is here. And it's okay. I just have to watch it, just observe. I don't have to do anything to push it away or add on more judgment or try to take away, cancel out judgment. And maybe you're noticing sleepiness, fatigue from the day. And just noticing, oh, fatigue is here. Let me just keep an open mind, open heart about it. Inviting kindness to yourself. keeping the eyes open will help you meet sleepiness. So whatever that arises, just maintaining an open mind, open heart, letting whatever arises in its own time, disappearing in its own time, appearing again, disappearing. As you continue in this practice, before we close off, I want to read you this poem. It's written by Elizabeth English, who teaches mindfulness. She used to teach at Cambridge University. And so she wrote this poem. It's called Open. How is it to feel entirely open, unconcerned and shining? Like a mirror newly polished beneath a clear blue sky. So as we keep an open mind, the mind can just merely mirror back reality as it is, without our added judgments and assumptions. So now just expanding the awareness to what's around you. Maybe noticing sounds, the temperature of the room, temperature on the skin. Are you feeling warm, cool, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral? And wishing yourself well. May I keep an open mind. May I keep an open heart in the next few moments of this evening as I get on with my daily affairs. And wishing everyone in this space well. May you keep an open mind and may you keep an open heart. And with that, allowing the eyes to open when you're ready. And just sensing the space around you. Taking your time, no rush. And it's usually recommended after a meditation, maybe just taking your time, not rushing to the next activity, although maybe it seems urgent. So allowing yourself that space for self-care. Thank you so much. Take care. Go well.